He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. Just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That drive took no time at all. Couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Out of the end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. It's complete on the right side, and they get him down.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
He'll take it on the return. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Williams. Grab behind the line, it's Berry. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the 1st down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands, and it makes me think back to old great Seminole running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalvin Cook even? Just guys that could make the first guy miss, and then they were able to just explode and burst and take it the distance. This guy right here, he is a unique talent.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
early in the game, getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
To the air, it's Berry. Incomplete as the screen goes right through his... And it'll be 4th down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Quickly to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive turns.
They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line.
Well, one of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. They'll try the run. Inside the 30. Oh, he found a space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, SMU!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the 1st quarter. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Play of the period, 1st down here. They'll move the tight end. Scanning the field, it's Berry. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Puts it out of the air.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it because he really didn't have a choice because he was going to wear that one regardless.
The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw. Pressure coming. And the pass goes incomplete, but the flag is down, and this one might be on the offense. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. I don't know if this is the time for this type of risk. Offense going for it inside its own 40. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's fourth and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
Red pass, it's complete. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? Doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get it.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs!
It's just so nice to have a signal guard who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Auburn is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. And if that quarterback can find a little magic a la Cam Newton, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Louisville. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Looking for a man. It's Barry. Bringing the heat. Makes the catch. It's Williams. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the snap, it's Williams. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Wants to fire on second down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Back to pass, it's Sperry. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
And despite going 0 for 2 on fourth down so far, they will stay aggressive and go for it here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Still looking. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanking the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Give to the running back. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
That's what's so great about these QB runs. They just chip away at the defense. And as this game goes on, these little QB runs, they're going to help keep third downs manageable for this offense.
And the Mustangs can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
The Mustangs come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. This time it's complete. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to get rid of it.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
29 Philly. 2 number 10.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. From the gun, the ground game. Got the first down, looking for more. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, SMU!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And he capped it off with a 27-yard touchdown run. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Tosses to the quarterback. Caught close to the marker. It's Sperry. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down.
And how about the trick play? How about the timing, Palmer? The onions to be able to call this play and have it succeed. When to call it, it seemed like it was the perfect time.
It's such a good point, David. You got to do it in a down and distance where the defense believes you actually might be running the football, and that's exactly what happened there. They got the perfect look, and they were able to execute the flea flicker.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Sperry. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior. Makes a play after the grab. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
Looking to throw. Here comes the heat.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll send the back in motion. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively, trying to have success on 3rd down?
They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd, and he's trying to get it in. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, no!
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Bringing it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Right on the money. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. Time timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. To the air on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Second down, he'll throw it. The sweet feet buy a little time. Got the back over the middle. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half.
Let's go.
He'll try to pop the draw. Breaks into the open. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Mustangs will boot it away to start the second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Williams. Creates a little room. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. It's Williams. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Just going to keep it after the snap. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Gives it on the option. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Fires to the tight end. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and of being able to just have subtle moves one way.
Turning it on! They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Gets it past the marker. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man. And he makes a grab. Defense draped all over him, and it's 1st and goal at the 9.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the 2nd level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be
looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Florida State, 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively.
There he goes. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Williams. The Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's Sperry. He's moving out of the pocket. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
It's been really hard on this quarterback all game long. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give this defense so much credit because they've done a really nice job on the back end in coverage, but they've also been able to affect his rhythm with a solid pass.
Going deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Noles decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on 1st down. To the ground, he's got it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to throw, it's Sperry. This time on target. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. And the Seminoles are threatening on 1st and goal. Sends it back in motion. Wants to go up top. Steps away to find some room. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going to swing it on second down. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Auburn is down, but they are not out of it. Not in Jordan-Hare, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Louisville. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Yeah, and the QB tried to use some touch, let that thing hang up in the air. But when you hang it up over the middle of the field, the defenders have a lot of time to go and try to get it, make a play. A lot of guys near the football. Nice job by the defense being in great position.
Good, solid pick up there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Got it in the middle. It's Bond. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the...
Oh, he's got some space. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
5-yard line. First and goal, SMU.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Quarterback making checks. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, SMU.
Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Snapped it in the shotgun. Going for 6. Touchdown, SMU! And they take it in for 6 more points. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Florida State, 21.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Looking to throw, it's Sperry. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete.
Lets it fly. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Here's the pressure. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He tries to take the top off. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that 4th down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Dean. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it?
Sneak gets it done. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Coming out with it, it's Gibson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Gets the back moving. On the direct snap, it's Williams. Got a little space. Breaks into the open. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the snap, it's Davis. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
Pickup of 6. Second down coming up.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Dropping back, it's Berry. Pocket breaking down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And this defense has done such a great job. Another sack on the day. They forced an interception. They've been flying all over the field playing great defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this team.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. The pull and throw off the RPO. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Bond. And the Mustangs come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll throw on third and short. They're working that left side. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal.
Gringo. Jackrabbit.
Looking to fire. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And, man, this offense was sitting in such good position. I like the play call. I like being aggressive, but if you don't have something open right away, throw that football into the ground. Don't take a sack and now back yourself up and make it harder.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. They try to pop a run on the draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't block him.
It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Motion from the back. Back to pass, it's Sperry. Under fire. Flushed out of the pocket. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock. Turning it on! That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Mustangs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He'll try it again. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, David, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups